guys, it's me Victoria, and in today's video I am going to be talking about how to have a happy hamster. One of the best ways to make your hamster happy is by giving them enrichment. Though this has been proven difficult because hamsters don't get the same type of enrichment as other animals may get, such as social species like rabbits, guinea pigs, and rats, who receive enrichment from being with other species of their own kind. Hamsters, on the other hand, are not social species, therefore they do not receive enrichment from the same species. In fact, they will fight and become stressed, usually when with the same species. Human interaction is not always a source of enrichment either, like it would to a dog or cat, because hamsters have not been domesticated nearly as long. Some hamsters don't even like human interaction, therefore avoiding it. So what does give your hamster enrichment? The first thing would have to be a large cage. If you've watched my videos before, you may already know that I am a big believer in giving hamsters a large cage. The bare minimum in the US and Canada is 450 square inches of floor space. Now remember, this is just a bare minimum. Therefore, just because your cage meets the bare minimum does not automatically mean your hamster is going to be happy inside their cage. If your hamster shows behaviors of boredom, then it is a good idea to upgrade your hamster's cage. Boredom behaviors include things like chewing the bars constantly, monkey barring, which means if you have mesh in your cage and your hamster continuously goes to climb on them, fall off, climb on them again, as well as pacing, so your hamster paces up and down its cage, or wall scaling, which they'll be jumping at the glass if you have a glass aquarium, as well as low activity levels can be a sign of boredom because your hamster doesn't have enough space to do its natural behaviors. A scientific study done on hamster cage size revealed that when a hamster was given a cage the size of 1,550 square inches of floor space, they showed less signs of boredom. Though of course, even some of the hamsters in this sized cage, even then they showed boredom. Therefore, this should show that it is necessary to have a large cage for your hamster. Other ways to give your hamster enrichment would be to give them the opportunity to express natural behaviors such as burrowing and foraging. In the wild, a hamster will burrow deep in the ground and they will create things like chambers, and each of these chambers have a specific reason. So one will be for your hamster to store its food, another will be its bathroom, and another chamber would be for them to sleep in. In order for this to be achieved, a hamster needs to be given a proper amount of bedding. I would say to give them at least 6 inches of bedding or more. More is preferred, of course, in some sort of section. That way they have the ability to create some type of little burrow. Foraging is another natural behavior your hamster would show in the wild. This can be achieved by taking their food and sprinkling it around the cage in the bedding, hiding it in different toys, things like that, so they have to work for it and to find it. Hamsters have a really good sense of smell, so finding food is easy for them. Dried herbs also can be sprinkled around the cage to help encourage foraging. Of course, dried herbs seem to be a lot harder to find in the US and Canada, but there are some websites that do sell them. Another thing that is great for foraging is sprays. So things like flax sprays, oat sprays, and wheat sprays all are great for foraging. You can actually get these at your local pet store, and I will also leave links in the description bar if you want to purchase some. Another way to make your hamster happy is to provide them with a sand bath. One of the only ways your hamster can bathe themselves besides grooming themselves is taking a sand bath. Now, not all hamsters will roll and shake in their sand bath, but a lot do use them. Please make sure you are providing sand and not dust, because dust is too fine and can cause your hamster an upper respiratory infection. Chinchilla bath sand is okay, as well as children's play sand from your local hardware store. You should also make sure to provide your hamster with a large dish to bathe in. If they're provided with something too small to bathe in, it's very likely that your hamster won't use it. Providing a hideout in the sand bath can help as well because it makes the hamster feel more protected when they decide to bathe in the sand. You can keep a hamster sand bath in your cage all the time, and you really don't need to clean it unless it has been soiled. Another important thing that can help keep your hamster happy is providing them with a high quality and high variety diet. Hamsters in the wild would eat grains, seeds, animal proteins, fruits, and vegetables. So you should be providing your hamster with a high variety seed mix along with a high protein pellet, because sadly there are no seed mixes that have a high enough protein, so you do need to mix it with a high protein pellet. As well as your hamster should be supplemented with things like safe hamster vegetables, fruits, cooked, unseasoned meats, dried insects, and other things. And of course, one of the main ways to keep your hamster happy is just to provide them with the proper care they need. So yeah guys, I hope this video can help many hamster owners who are trying to have a happy hamster and provide them with a good life. So yeah guys, thank you for watching. Bye!